Welcome, one and all. I'm back. Not we, just me. As you know, we have lost my co-host who was terminated by corporate. Not me, corporate. A lot of misinformation out there. Unfortunately, that caused our producer, Mr. Meeseeks, to also up and quit. He was very upset. So right now, I have no producer, no co-host. We are hiring. So if you want to send in your application for a new co-host of the Six Flags Show, please drop your resume in the comments. You will have a hard time competing with Mr. Six Flags, who was the first on the scene to report that the Excalibur was missing from the Six Flags website and app, and it looks to be gone forever. So thank you to Mr. Six Flags for that one. Today's Six Flags Show is going to be a little different. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but this is the Six Flags Show. I'm a little distraught with all the pressure coming down from corporate to deliver on the ratings. But what we're going to do today is, back in 2016, the first year of our channel, I did a video on the 6 best things about Six Flags St. Louis. I know, the best. We're usually pretty negative here on the channel, but I thought for today, we would take a look back at the video I did back in 2016. I have not watched this video until like a few minutes ago because I couldn't remember what I did, but it's got some jamming music, and I think I did a pretty good job for something I did 7 years ago with 0 editing skills, and I have not improved in those 7 years. So this was the 6 best things about Six Flags St. Louis. We're going to watch each one and see if we still agree or disagree with what I said. Let's roll it, Mr. Meese. Never mind. I'll roll it.
These are the 6 best things about Six Flags St. Louis. Honorable mention, the food plan. This didn't make the top 6 because you have to have a season pass to get one, but it is an unbelievable deal. For less than $100, you can get a free lunch, meal, and dinner every day, along with unlimited drinks for the entire year.
Okay. Honorable mention, the food plan. Well, it was great. They took it away last year. They've sort of brought it back in different stages. I think it's like $110 now. You get either one meal, or I think it's like almost like $150. You get 2 meals, but you got to spread them out every 3 hours. No snacks, so you'd have to go a lot. I'd say at least 8 or 9 times to make it worth it. So if you go a lot, I think it's still a good deal. If you're only planning on going 5 or less times and not even staying for the second meal, I don't know if it'd be a great buy. But since I go all the time, it'd probably be a good deal for me. On to the next.
Number 6, the crowd. And there isn't much of one. On a typical weekday during the summer, you can typically walk on to most rides with little or no wait at all.
I think we all can agree on this, and it's kind of a sad one, because in the last 7 years, the crowd, I think, has only gone down. It should be going up, but they don't give us any new offerings. They just take stuff away. And when they do give us a new offering, they take something and replace it. We don't ever gain anything, ever. So, unfortunately, no crowd. Hopefully, this new roller coaster that they're going to hopefully announce at some point will help a little bit. All right, what's number 5?
Number 5, the holidays. First, with Fright Fest, the park is decorated every October with plenty of haunted houses and spider webs and zombies, and it is amazing and a very, very popular and crowded time of the year. And starting this year in 2016, they have added the holiday in the park, and it will be decorated up with Christmas.
Ugh. Well, I think we can change that to holiday, since they removed holiday in the park. It was funny, 2016 was the first year, and I did the video before I had even gone to it. And I said that was one of the best things, and it really was. It was a fun event. I still think they're going to bring it back at some point. But for right now, I will agree that Fright Fest is one of the better events of the year. So we'll change that to, instead of holidays, we'll just change that to Fright Fest. On to number 4.
Number 4, Kid Rides. If you have little ones, this is the place to go. In addition to family rides such as the Log Flume, Thunder River, the Moon Cars, etc., Bugs Bunny National Park is home to a dozen or so rides and activities for the little ones. It will keep them occupied for many hours.
Ugh. Where did I go wrong with this one? Bugs Bunny National Park is okay. It's in desperate need of an update. Unless they bring this new family roller coaster, they don't have a kid roller coaster. They need more rides in there. That's one of the crowdiest, is that a word? Crowdiest places in the park? Hashtag crowdiest. I don't know. I don't think it's that great of an area. They have some fine kid rides, but they need, I'd say, at least 2 or 3 more to make it worth it. But, it's just, What's number 3?
Number 3, wooden roller coasters. Six Flags St. Louis is home to 4 amazing wooden roller coasters, starting with The Boss. And for the younger ones, and family favorite, the River King Mine Train. And my personal favorite and 40-year-old Screaming Eagle. Once the world's fastest and longest roller coaster. And last but not least, the very popular and fun American Thunder.
Did you see the mistake I made? This has been haunting me for years because I knew I did this and I never took it out. The Mine Train is not a wooden roller coaster. It's a steel roller coaster track. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I said it. I guess I was just thinking the wooden body of it. But this one, oh gosh, it's all wrong. The Boss is awful. The Screaming Eagle is awful. Those rides are so rough, but they can be improved. They can RMC the Boss. They can retrack the Screaming Eagle. The American Thunder is great. So for right now, I will just say their overall collection of coasters, because they do have Mr. Freeze and American Thunder and Pandemonium's okay and Screaming Eagle, and they're all okay. They have a bunch of okay coasters. I don't know if they're the best reason to go, but okay. On to the next one.
Number 2, Hurricane Harbor. This is probably the most popular place in all of Six Flags every summer. It is always crowded every weekday and weekend, so you'll want to get there early. They have everything a typical water park has, with a wave pool, speed slides, tube slides, lazy river, family raft rides, etc.
No. Man, where was I in 2016? Because Hurricane Harbor is a disaster. It's overcrowded, and it's overcrowded because there's nothing to do in there. There is literally almost no rides. They have a wave pool that's nice. They have a lazy river that's fine. And a couple tube slides. The family raft ride is an hour wait. The Tornado's worthless. The Typhoon Twister's worthless. They took out the Bonsai Pipeline. There's nothing to do in there. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. What was my number one reason to go to Six Flags St. Louis?
And the number one best thing about Six Flags St. Louis, the Justice League Battle for Metropolis. The only dark ride in the park. It replaced fan favorite Scooby-Doo, and it was worth it. It's a 3D ride that you ride around with the Justice League trying to defeat Lex Luthor.
Y'all agree with this? 2016, yes. 2023, no. The Justice League has gotten super stale. They did take away the 3D, which I actually think it was better when I went through it without it. But I would almost prefer they just remove the shooting element and we just have a ride. Because you don't know what's going on. It's a big mess. I don't know. Am I alone? Does anyone agree with this? The ride is just stale. You're too busy shooting just like blurry objects. You don't even know what's going on. So I think the whole thing should be revamped. This number one is no bueno. I would say the number one reason to go is just the atmosphere. It's very clean. I know people comment that it's not a clean park, but for an amusement park in the Six Flags chain, it's pretty clean. They did an amazing job painting and refurbishing and putting down sod and fixing a lot of stuff. Still need a little work in the bathrooms. But the park looks great. I think that's the number one reason to go is just to people watch and walk around. But this is a little trip down memory lane. We'll probably see you next week if we're not canceled. Send in your resumes. We need some ratings. With that being said, have a good week, everyone. May the adventure continue.
That was the 6 best things about Six Flags St. Louis. If you agree or disagree, type in the comments below.